Alright everybody, this is Zaxter99. Want to go ahead and show you something that's absolutely hilarious to me. And this is what people on Steam that purchase games on Steam have to deal with when they're dealing with games that we've never heard of. Such as me, who I play a lot of these indie games for reviews, to show you guys what games are like. This is just a small sample of some of the stuff that we deal with when trying to play a game advertised. Now, this is a game that came out last night that I purchased to try to buy. I'm confident, that if the game is not good, I can always get a refund and even make a video about it and let people know, hey, don't buy this game, whatever. This one's called Locked In Syndrome. Now, when this game came out last night, there was no E up here. It was Syndrome. But it still looks like it might be kind of an interesting game anyway, kind of a spooky game. I don't know. So anyway, it was only $3.99. As you can see, I've already purchased it. The problem is, last night when I bought it and I tried to go in and play it, what happened? Let me show you exactly what happened. And also, this is for the developer too, that doesn't seem to understand exactly what the problem is, even though I and other people have tried to tell them the problem. So, if we go into the library, first of all, it doesn't put a workable, if we go in and try to play Locked In Syndrome here, it'll tell me failed to start. Missing the executable. Okay? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the library. I'm going to go to the games. I'm going to go to Locked In Syndrome here. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to delete the file. So now what I've done is I've actually deleted it. You see it's actually gone from my desktop as well. So there's nothing here. So if I go to install it right here, create desktop shortcut, install it just as you would do for any game on Steam, it immediately comes down here and says it's finished downloading the file, Locked In Syndrome. Okay, so if we go here now and we look at the properties of the game, okay, so if we go to the local files here where there should actually be some content, executable files, video files, whatever, other sprites and characters and everything that's required to make a game work, right? If I go to browse local files, right here where it's supposedly installed anything, there's nothing here. There's absolutely nothing here. And if you look at the file size of the game, it's exactly 0 bytes. So let me go ahead and show you before actually this whole thread gets deleted, because I've already seen a couple of threads get deleted here. So I want to go ahead, the developer has already deleted a few threads. So somebody last night actually put 13 hours ago, no files download when you install, which is the problem. Somebody says, holy moly, you bought the game, blah, blah, blah. I have, because it looks like garbage, basically stolen assets and stuff, people are saying. And that's the file, that's the threads that were deleted, is people saying, hey, this game is using stolen assets, or this game looks like garbage. So somebody says here, the same guy that started this unimaginative handle says he's comfortable because of the refund system, which is exactly why I bought it. If it's garbage, I can get a refund, which is pretty cool. So finally the developer responds 3 hours later after this thread's made, and this is at least the developer or one developer, VSXOM, whatever, Steam level 0. I'm sorry. Do not know how this could happen. We are working on it. Thank you. Okay, so that's what the developer said 10 hours ago. Crazy Canuck, some guy on Steam, says, I've seen this happen with several indie games recently, and the same answer has always been, do not know how this happened. If you don't know how package files aren't actually included in your game, you probably shouldn't be making games. That's pretty funny. And so 7 hours after this developer said they're looking into it, I responded with my first thread, and I basically said, call the developer out by name, exactly the same name, or any other developer. I've also purchased this last night about 8 or 9 hours ago and had the same problem. I'm disappointed to see that you haven't updated the needed files to Steam yet to fix this problem, which I've seen this problem before from developers, and usually it's a quick fix. I mean, usually within like 10 minutes, seriously, they get it fixed. But I let the developer know right here, I've tried restarting Steam, I've tried deleting the local content, uninstalling it basically for this game, and re-downloading and installing. But in this screenshot, taken just moments ago, you can see this program in my download queue is exactly 0 bytes in file size, meaning there's nothing here to download. And I even show the developer here, I give them a link so they can actually click this, and see that, let me go ahead and blow this up. Right here, it's in my queue. I just deleted it, tried to re-download it, and in the queue, because I was downloading another game here, it says right here, 0 bytes of 0 bytes. So there's nothing there to download. Okay? So I said, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt before refunding this purchase and actually give you a couple of days to fix it. I mean, it's $3.99. It's not a big deal. I had credit on my account anyway. And I said, I'm sure most people will not give you nearly that much time. A game like this will probably not sell many copies as it is, so to lose potential sales because this problem is going to hurt you. I told them to contact Steam support and talk to Steam, and maybe Steam could kind of help the developer figure out what's wrong. Somebody says sometimes it's an uphill battle and it might be Steam's fault. Crazy Canuck, the same guy as before, said, I'm not thinking it's Steam. It's possible, but unlikely. The other two times I saw this happen, one dev included Mac files, and it didn't include the Windows build in his horrible game upload, and the other dev didn't know how to add them to his build. He said both games had negative ratings as a result, and they should. And then we have a few people commenting in a language I don't understand. I'm not even going to begin to try to understand that. Next page, Knights here, 30 minutes ago at the time that I'm making this video, says, nice to see Greenlight picking quality games, obviously being sarcastic. And Vixom says, thank you. Thank you. And so I responded immediately, and I said, thank you. I quoted her, or him, or whoever it is. And I said, I'm pretty sure Knights was being 110% sarcastic, just saying. And I asked the developer, I was like, speaking of which, have you made any progress? I mean, it's been, 18 hours now or whatever since the games came out. So I asked them if they made any progress on figuring out the 0-byte file program. And Vixom says, fixed. Sorry, again, this can happen to anyone. But the one who swore not right, no need to compare, no need for people to compare how one specific person. This makes absolutely no sense. So I don't think this person speaks English. And that's probably why they had the E missing from Syndrome in the name of the game as well. But this makes no sense. Fix. Sorry again. This can happen to anyone. But the one who swore not right, don't need all people to compare how one specific person. That absolutely makes no sense. For one thing, I haven't even seen anybody in their post and this thread swear. So this is just ridiculous. So I basically said, huh? I quoted the developer again, said, huh? What's fixed exactly? It's not fixed. I just tried to delete and re-download it, and again, it downloads a 0-byte file. There is nothing to download. Perhaps you don't understand the problem exactly. So, Vixom, to the developer, let's put this a different way, shall we? Let's imagine that you go to your grocery store to buy a 2-pound package of hamburger meat and pay $6 for that package of meat. But instead of the store cashier giving you the meat you intended to purchase, he instead gives you a plastic bag with absolutely nothing in it. And then he idly blinks at you with utter confusion when you ask him where your package of meat is and tells you that he doesn't understand what the problem is. Would you be happy? And I basically explained to you, see, you can tell I'm not mad, as I am with some of these games. I basically said, hey, look, I'm not angry if you guys are thinking I'm angry, even though it may sound like it with the chat. Instead, I'm being super sarcastic and just wonder if you don't, why you don't seem to understand the problem here. And I basically said, I think I've explained the problem before. I even linked to a screenshot of the exact problem. Now, this guy here sees my post, and he basically quotes me and saying, what's fixed exactly? And he says, well, alas, he added the E to the title image. Viola fixed, because they did actually add the E to the end of Syndrome here. And that's all they fixed, even though they got people here saying there's a problem actually downloading their content. So now the developer, or let's see, I put this 17 minutes ago, so 9 minutes later, the developer responds, it's very strange. Now I will continue to understand. I made the corrections and my 2 friends were able to install a game, so I've decided it's okay. What the hell? Because your friends were able to download the game probably directly from you, it's okay? Really? What the hell? This is what I'm talking about. This is what we have to deal with. Now we actually have one more comment. Let's see what it is that just came in. And the developer's telling me to check my antivirus. Oh my gosh. I guarantee you guys, I've been doing this long enough to know that the problem is not my antivirus. But just for the sake of argument, just to show you guys it's not my antivirus, let's go ahead and go to my antivirus. And I use Avast, so let's go ahead and open that up. And let's go ahead and it definitely stays updated and everything like that. Let's go ahead and stop everything. Yes. Stop for 10 minutes. Yes. Stop everything. Web Shield and everything. Everything is off. I have no other kind of antiviruses. I only use one. I know better than to use multiple antiviruses. So I've turned everything off. Let's go ahead and try it again just to prove to the developer so maybe they can go watch this video. I doubt they will. But my antivirus is now off. Let's go ahead and go back here to the game. Let's go ahead and delete my local content again, the 0-byte file, so that it can install again. Let's go ahead and download it again. Boom! Immediately. It's done. But it's definitely my antivirus. Local files. Ta-da! Nothing. No, it's not my antivirus, developer. So I hope you're watching this video. Hopefully you guys can see that I'm not upset about this. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this particular game. I'm sure this is going to be a game that even if they get it downloaded, you know, even if they get it fixed so I can download it, I'm sure it's going to be crap and I'm going to, you know, refund it anyway. I have no idea. Maybe it'll be great. Who knows? But based on what I've seen so far, I'm not expecting a whole lot. Anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. Hopefully give you guys a laugh or somebody a laugh anyway that kind of gets it. Just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys. And this is just some of the stuff we have to deal with as Steam customers because there is so much garbage being sold on Steam. That's why it's so great now that Steam implemented their refund policy. Before, you couldn't even refund stuff like this. You had no way to get a refund if something like this happened. But thankfully, last June of 2015, Steam finally put a refund policy in place so that we can actually get our money back. You know, it takes a few days to get your money back, but at least you can get your money back when this happens to you. Before June of 2015, last year, stuff like this happened all the time, and nobody was able to ever get a refund. They just lost their money. And you can see why people got upset. Now, with a refund policy in place, maybe it's why I have such a light mood about it, and I'm not that mad. But I just find this really funny. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if you guys find this as funny as I do, especially just the way the developer's responding here. And I don't know, just the way she's wording her stuff, or he, whoever it is. It could be a he with just a picture of his wife or something. It probably is. I have no idea. But they obviously don't speak very good English. It's very strange. Now I will continue to understand. I made the corrections, and my two friend, not even plural friends, were able to install, not the game, a game. So maybe they installed like a totally different game. Maybe that's where I don't know. So I've decided that's okay. Oh boy. So be sure you leave your comments down below, guys. Be sure you rate this video. Thanks for watching. This has been Zaxter99. Take care, everybody.